Originally from Sierra Leone. Thank you. But I've been in Uganda for 7 years now. I left when there was a serious issue with Ebola in West Africa. I ran away and I came to Uganda, and like 2 years ago, I had some serious health complications. And the time we had the COVID Delta variant, you know, that was the one that was killing people. By the grace of God, I survived, and I had an underlying issues. I had a tumor in my left lung. I had one on the inside the isthmus, around a bridge near the windpipe, and I had one at the back of my head. And these tumors were past stage 4 level. They were bleeding and oozing pus. This was when I was in hospital. I couldn't even breathe. And I had a crisis with my heart one day. And by the grace of God, my heart did not shut down. And the doctor stopped treating me. They gave me 2 weeks to live. That was when my pastor came in and told me, "You're leaving this hospital today." And I was taken to another hospital. The doctor is a renowned doctor there in Entebbe in Uganda, Dr. James Kalile. And when I met him, he sent me for some series of tests. And when I came back, he told me, "Victoria, there is no cancer, but the situation is deadly." And the symptoms were progressing like cancerous symptoms. And I've progressed to an advanced stage of Gastro esophageal reflux disease. That is when you eat, the acids that are supposed to compress and transform your food into your body were coming up through my esophagus, right to my lungs. I couldn't breathe. That was just one part of what was happening to the lungs, and I was all in bones. I have the photo here. I was all in bones. I grew so sick that my tailbone grew out. I can't sit normally. They had to prescribe a pillow wearing the tailbone like a hole, or I sit on one side, and my buttocks was all in bones. There was no skin. The flesh was hanging and it was very cold. My skin was black, like what you're wearing, not dark. I was black, and very cold, like something in the fridge, meaning the cells were all dying. And then I remember when Dr. Kalile introduced the double stem cell to me, I went to the office and they opened a sachet for me. And he told me to lift my tongue, but before they could, I sucked everything. I didn't know what it was. It was in this burgundy sachet. That was the double stem cell. And I took that one and he sent me into his lab. I met my direct upline, who is Mary. She's a lab technician. And she just introduced phytoscience to me for like 3 minutes. And all I grabbed was plant stem cells. I was on Google and I told her within 3 days I'll get back to you. And at that time, resources were all done. There was nothing. But God made a way. I started with the gold package. And taking these stem cells, just 3 weeks, my buttocks started recovering. Wow. Flesh started coming back. The blackness of my skin disappeared, and there were also visible tumors at the anterior side of my neck, meaning the outer part. They disappeared. What I did was I was spraying the Miracle Intense Essence, and I would vigorously massage. It was painful, I would cry. And that one was like 4 to 5 days. You can't even see them, you can't feel them. These tumors, you know, when they were oozing pus and bleeding, I went into series of bacterial infection in the body, and you know that is also fatal, it kills. But taking this stem cell, within that 3-4 weeks, week number 5, I was normal. I was very weak because my thyroid, I was suffering from hypothyroidism, and that's a hormone, the T3, that controls your heartbeat and your heart rhythm. My heartbeat was always rapid. My heartbeat rhythm was always irregular, but as I started taking these stem cells, everything just found their right place in my body. I thank God I'm alive. When they noticed I wasn't dying for 2 weeks, they told me in 1 month, this one will be normal. But that was last year, September, and it's over here. So I want to thank God for Martin that brought Phytoscience to Uganda. I want to thank you all. I want to thank my upline CEO, thank you, and Kwansi. Because if Phytoscience was not there, I wonder what would have happened. So God bless you. Thanks for listening to me.